Hello and a very warm welcome from me, Pete. I'm the clinical hypnotherapist who designed the Slim program at Petlow. And you may have seen my alter ego, the hippotherapist, just now. And he talks about our program where you can lose up to 3 kilos in 3 weeks. And of course, being a hippo is absolutely right. But if you're wavering and wondering whether now is the time to take the plunge and lose that weight, I'd like to give a few more details briefly so that you've got a little bit more information to plan with. So our program is practical, it's pretty commonsensical, and more than anything else, it's tailorable. And by that I simply mean you can adjust it, you can adapt it for you. And the way that we do that is to have some worksheets so that you can work out what your goals are going to be over the 3-week period, what you're going to do differently about eating and exercise so that it fits your lifestyle and your preferences. So let me give you an example. The 3E worksheet enables us to look at energy, eating and exercise. And on the energy part of that, it just brings to mind the fact that we need to have a calorie deficit. We either need to eat 500 calories less a day, for example, or burn up an extra 500 calories a day by exercise, or a combination of the two. And if we did have a 500 calorie deficit, over a week, we would probably lose about half a kilo. So the idea is that we consider these things and where we can find those calories, either the extra ones to burn or the extra ones not to eat, and then put that into a plan. So the eating part, we're not going to tell you what to eat. We don't know your preferences or what's appropriate. But what we can say is this is a whole load of things that are, for example, 200 calories. Did you know that a block of cheese this big is 200 calories? So could you choose to eat half of that every day rather than the amount that you currently do? And you can start building up that calorie deficit. The third, obviously, other side of that is you might burn some more calories up with exercise. And for example, an 80 kilogram person who walks uphill briskly for about an hour is likely to burn about 500 calories. So if you were going for a 500 per day deficit, that would be it right there as an example. So that's what we do in the worksheets. And the second worksheet is a step-by-step plan. So when you've worked out what you want to do, we put it into a plan, we have a timetable, and so we know that each week we can review it and see exactly how well we're doing. The second part of the program is hypnosis. So we use that in 3 different ways. Firstly, we're going to get you to visualize what it's going to be like to be the new, slimmer you. You might want to visualize an activity that you could do in the future when you've lost that weight that you can't do now, or the clothes that you can fit into. Perhaps they're in your wardrobe right now. So you would do that visualization. We also have some direct suggestions that will motivate you. So when you're nice and relaxed and you're ready for some suggestions, we're going to give some motivation to you to keep you going, to keep you on track. And the third area where we're going to help you with hypnosis is to think about some eating habits, because very often the cause of being overweight is simply that we get into the habit of eating too much. Perhaps we get into the habit of eating in front of the TV, not even really noticing or enjoying the food. So we're going to make some suggestions about eating habits, perhaps smaller portions, smaller plate sizes, drinking a cup of water before we eat to test out whether we're really hungry, making some suggestions about eating fewer fatty foods, or perhaps making alcohol a little bit less attractive for a period of time. And Elaine, my partner at Petlow, she did that, and she was quite surprised that for a time there she didn't drink any wine, and she stayed with the program and lost her weight. So that's the kind of thing that happens on the program. If you do have any other queries, please send them to me at petlo.co.uk, and we look forward to hearing of your success when you start our slim product. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
To clarify, I did drink some alcohol when I did the program, but the experience was surprising. In fact, there were two things that really surprised me. Watch this video to find out. See you!